One of my first and foremost absolute favorites about this is a reference to the second Austin Powers movie, where when you examine one of the piglets, it makes a reference by saying, "I shall call him Mini-Pig," which is a reference to Dr. Evil saying, "I shall call him Mini-Me."
I shall call him Mini-Me.
In the song Norse Code, it is actually spelled out in Morse code, the word Runescape. When talking to a town crier in almost any town, if you ask, "How do I become a player moderator?" after rambling for a little bit about, being a good reporter and such, he says, "Be excellent to each other," which is a reference to the movie Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Be excellent to each other.
When adding certain messages to the notes interface in the RuneScape game, you may find that your note is automatically changed to something else. The most common example is if you type in the note Andrew and then press enter, it will automatically turn to cabbage in your chat. This is most likely a reference to Mod Andrew, who was recently left the game. The clock above the Catherby Bank is stuck at 10:04. This is most likely a reference to Back to the Future, as when lightning strikes the clock, it stops it at 10:04. Do you ever miss the genie from random events, or even before you chose the lamp as a reward, he would just show up and give you a lamp as being a nice guy? He actually does still exist in the game. You have to do the quest Spirits of the Elid, and then if you walk west of Narda, and then use a rope to climb down the crevice, he still sits in this little cave, and you can see his lamp on the table, although there's no way to get it. The nightly dance available in the Falador party room for 500 coins is actually a reference to the Monty Python song Knights of the Round Table from the play Spamalot and the movie The Holy Grail. Ready for a nostalgia boner? Pretty much no matter where you go in RuneScape, dwarves have yet to have been graphically reworked, at least at the time of this video, long after the implementation of RuneScape HD. They retain their lumpy graphics and their poor animation for breathing and movement. This is either because Jagex plans to rework them at some point in the future, or just doesn't care about dwarves. The wine-selling character in Draenor Village, Fortunato, is actually a reference to the Edgar Allan Poe story The Cask of Amontillado, made even more apparent when you examine him. After the quest Swan Song, if you take an airtight pot back to the mushroom guy, this weird wizard guy over here, you can actually claim more bone seeds. You can only get one at a time, unfortunately, but you get something that I consider one of the few things in RuneScape that's actually stranger than me.